Hi guys, David Maxwell here with episode 1 of the Truth series, where I share with you my real life experience of living and teaching English here in Vietnam. In this episode 1, we're going to talk about where to teach abroad, where to get your certification, where to work, and where to live. So if you're watching this video, then you probably either have aspirations to teach English abroad or you're already living a lifestyle. Either way, please don't forget to leave comments. I definitely want to hear from you. You can hit me up with questions or you can talk about your own experiences, but I'd really love to see your comments. So leave a comment after the video. Alright, so first up is where to teach English abroad. There's a few main factors that I think you should consider. First of all, and sort of common sense, you definitely want to go somewhere that you actually want to see. I meet a lot of English teachers over here, and very rarely when I ask them why they chose Vietnam, very rarely do they say, because I wanted to see the country. And that's sort of unfortunate. If you're going to travel around the world, you might as well pick a place that you really want to see and experience. Now, from my perspective, Vietnam is a great place to see some beautiful sights and really experience an interesting and unique culture. So that's one of the main reasons why it was top on my list. The second big factor that I think that you should definitely consider is look for a place that has a really high demand for English teachers. Obviously, if you're going to do this, you want to find work. Here in Vietnam, the demand is ridiculously high. In fact, it's so high here in Ho Chi Minh City that you could probably secure a job before you're even in country. It's that significant. Now, once you found a place that you really want to travel to, and you know there's a good high demand for English teachers, I think the third factor you want to consider is cost of living. And cost of living is huge. Obviously, if you're going to travel abroad, you want to be able to see some sights and enjoy your experience. And you can't do that without a little bit of money. So you want to pick a place that has a low cost of living. Most of Asia offers that. Korea, I have a friend there, and according to them, that's a really great place to be. I have another one in Thailand. Also have a friend in the Philippines. But pretty much anywhere you go in Asia, you're going to run into a pretty low cost of living. Now, here in Vietnam, it's incredibly low. Really low. You can live for, and I'm not going to give you the hype, I'm going to give you the realistic. I'd say you can live very comfortably on $1,500 a month here in Ho Chi Minh City. Now, of course, if you travel out into the provincial areas to live and work, it's going to be a whole lot cheaper. But even here in the center of Saigon, to give you an example, my apartment, which is more than comfortable for me, only runs me about $250 a month. And the food's very cheap as well. So those are the three main factors that I consider. You want to go somewhere you really want to see. You want to make sure there's a really high demand for English teachers at the time. And you want to make sure that it's got a very low cost of living so that you can actually earn a profit, save some money, maybe see some sights, and really enjoy your experience. Okay, on to the subject of where to get certified. If you're going to teach English abroad, you're probably going to pursue either a TEFL or a TESOL certification. They're both basically the same sort of thing, and as long as you pick an accredited school, they're good internationally. So definitely make that top of your list when you look at different programs, that they're fully accredited, so that once you do have that certification, you can travel and teach anywhere in the world. There's basically three options that you have in pursuing your certification. You can either go with an online course or an in-class course local to you, or an in-class course in-country, specifically in the country where you actually want to teach. Now, I would say right off the bat, you should rule out online courses. And the reason for that is, although they're cheaper and they're more flexible with your time management, they're not going to offer you the personal experience. They're not going to offer you the same level of practical experience, and you're not going to get the same level of people networking that you do when you sit down in a class for 4 weeks, 8 hours a day or whatever, with the same group of people that are like-minded in the same situation and can share their own experiences with you. So I definitely recommend going the in-class route. Now, of the two in-class options, the local to you and the in-country, local to you comes with its benefits. Obviously, it's easier for flexibility for travel and getting to and from class, and it may be even more affordable in your circumstances. But personally, I recommend in-class, in-country, and the main reason for that is the practical experience that you get when you're out doing demonstration courses in the classrooms is going to be real. It will be the real experience of what you'll get when you're actually teaching in that country. So, in fact, you may even end up teaching at one of the schools where you observe or demonstrate at. So there's huge benefits to doing the in-class, in-country. Definitely the people networking is great too. Wow, that was scary. Because if you're going to stay in the area for any length of time, it's nice to have a group of people that you can grab a coffee or a beer with and hang out with and talk about the work, talk about the lifestyle, talk about your struggles, whatever the case may be. So I took my course here in Vietnam, in Saigon, and I went through Ninja Teacher, which is a company that provides support for people going through the process. And at the time, they had an association with a school here called AVSE, and AVSE provided TESOL certifications. So I chose to go that route because AVSE was an established school here. It was fairly affordable. I want to say that altogether for the certification, I paid between $1,500 and $1,700, somewhere around there. So comparatively speaking, for in-class, in-country, it was pretty affordable, especially given that they provided housing during the course. So that made a huge difference. But then having the added layer of Ninja Teacher support meant I had a community of English teachers or professionals in the industry that I could go to with questions. And that turned out to be really useful. So if you're thinking about Vietnam specifically, I highly recommend considering either AVSE or Ninja Teacher. Ninja Teacher now offers their own in-class course for the TESOL certification, so that's definitely something to look at. But overall, again, in-class, in-country, in my opinion, is the very best way to go for getting your certification.